It's Ray Give TV.
In the block.
Let's get right to it.
Anybody else? This is a client and sent the chick. Now I don't know if the chick went bad or who went bad. Somebody went bad and it got reported that he sent the chick to another state. If that same client would have been in Nevada, Malley wouldn't have had a problem.
He would have been good.
He would have been operate open like they could. It was literally an office you go to. It was, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's how it is. So Malley's whole thing is, why'd you bring this to my doorstep? I don't want you. Right? Think about it. Ghost. In the paperwork, this how you know Malley is right with his thoughts about I don't fuck with dude. Big U was saying he wanted to break his jaw because he told me.
Yeah.
So if you want to break this nigga jaw, you know it's some shit.
It's a problem.
600. If I want to break your jaw, that's my thought. I'm not pulling up to your house unannounced.
Right.
On some, hey, dude, I'm here. It's cool.
What's going on, buddy?
That go back to Big U just ain't smart at all. This nigga just slow, bro.
Nah, he just moved reckless. He don't care, bro.
Well, we all say stuff on the phone that we shouldn't say. We all do that.
You didn't brought this situation to a person that your rapport is not there. He's not gonna stand in the gap
At all.
Bro, I'm not getting away from
Hey, Wack, you need to harp on that a little more because your haters, the haters, that's what they will say. They will say you are that witness that he was talking about y'all getting broke.
No.
So clarify that out.
Here goes the difference. Yeah. When you read the paperwork from the complaint to the indictment, there can only be one victim one.
I agree with you.
One victim two. There can only be one witness one witness two, one witness three. In that paperwork, it's about 3 or 4 of us who he said he wanted to break their jaw. So when he's talking about on the phone saying he want to do something to me, it says he said Wack 100. They're gonna call me Wack 100 or an opponent.
Or victim or witness, yeah.
Right. So when he said, I want to break Witness 2's jaw. Witness 2 is identified as the Grammy nominated producer, which is Malley Mall.
Malley Mall, yeah.
Right? There cannot be 2 Witness 2s.
I know. I just threw that up because I done heard some of the haters say that.
But if you read it, I think I'll leave my jaw, Malley Mall jaw,
Dale jaw,
somebody else's jaw he wanted to break in there. Dale's jaw, victim 1's jaw, victim 1's jaw, witness 2's jaw, and his opponent, which they just called me Wack 100 in there. If you notice, the other people, Dale
on that phone like that,
Dale and all them, they don't. We know who they are. The world knows these people because people that know these people has identified these people. You don't see Dale or Malley Mall or DC name. Now they name DC as victim 2. It says DC in there. Point blank.
Now, Wack, I know from past experience, they supposed to contact victims when they hear threats over the phone. Is it only about killing or it's not about assaults? Because I done been with people 2 times that got called in. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Where he got called in because on wiretaps that they heard that they was getting, got threats against their life. So they don't have to do that for assaults.
I'm gonna be real, and it's my belief. I don't know for sure. I think if they hear a plot on your life,
then that's when
plot to rob you, that type of shit, I think they'll contact you.
Yeah.
But if it's a nigga just shooting the shit, that bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. So when Jay Prince did that shit to you, what was it? Was it a threat or?
I know. See, let me tell you, and I said this back then. Either him, and I don't even think it's him, because I don't think he that emotional like that.
Yeah.
Or somebody close to him on his team. 1 or 2 options. Either they was on the phone talking about what a motherfucker might do, or he got a nigga under him that's working with him already who just was reporting whatever their conversation was.
Okay.
Right? So I knew if I would have just hung that phone up when they called, that would have sent a message that I'm in fear. Right?
Yeah.
So what I did, I just gave them the truth, right? I've never got a threat from Jay Prince. I don't fear Jay Prince. I mean, see, Reggie, here go the thing, bro. And you more so than me. Because I know a lot, but you know more than me because you was in that shit while I was still in the joint. A lot of these people that people look up as a boogeyman, Reg, we've seen in different lights.
Correct.
We didn't see niggas get kicked in the ass, slapped up. We didn't see niggas get roughed up. So when y'all seeing these dudes like this, I can't see a dude like that I saw get kicked in the ass. I'm sorry.
Correct.
Nah.
I'm not gonna look at you like that.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Now, I'm not saying you ain't capable and you ain't, Mike Tyson had a bunch of knockouts and then came Buster Douglas.
But to me, I seen you get kicked in the ass.
Yeah, I see you get, like, you got to remember, bro, and I would really believe we the only one, Reg, this is real shit, in this podcast shit, like us, with the history we know, the shit we know, going back as far as we go.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nobody else out there, bro.
Well, on the entertainment, let's say this, on the entertainment and the other side.
We ain't talking about these niggas on the street.
Yeah, because the street shits,
We ain't talking about, we talking about this on this podcast.
Cameron and them, that's it, probably.
Correct.
Yeah, but see, even with Cameron and them, the difference is this. Cameron and them know about what happened right there.
Yeah.
We know
if Jimmy Hitchman was free, we would give him that.
Niggas like Cameron out here and over there. Not to say nothing ever happened to Cameron, but I'm just saying it wasn't nobody on that side who was sitting here in our jungle. Maybe Jimmy Hitchman, who was sitting here in our jungle that really knew what was what.
I get what you're saying, boy. I got it.
Now us, we was playing the whole field. We seen a lot of them niggas that play tough in other places, Reg, get their ass out here, and it was different.
Right?
Nice. On some real shit. Like I didn't see niggas get snatched up by their neck in clubs. I didn't see niggas get told to go straight to the airport.
Yeah. Cause I saw 600 call Big U the toughest crip in LA, and I almost fell out of my bed when he said that.
No, I'm gonna be real. When it comes to,
but he had a lot of juice. But
when it comes
I would call
to
him the toughest
in the industry.
Yeah.
Kida Rock was the monster.
That's the first person I thought about.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you something.
I thought about Dale Dog, but I
No, we did. But see, Dale Dog,
you talking about
really was able to get in the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like that second, third dairy when, like, he was like the magic shit. You know how that shit.
Yeah.
Niggas, right? But as far as like in the mix of it, when it comes to that 6-0 card,
they were in the club. I would be with Kida Rock at spots and they say, who's that? He'd be, I don't know. He's somebody from 60, but I don't know that nigga. It would be like that with 60.
Rock, and the homie was a factor, but he was a silent dude. And those of us that knew about S-Mac, we knew about S-Mac.
See, I always had like Little Magic with me and stuff like that. A nigga named Magic, this the niggas that we had with us.
With Kida Rock.
But Magic was different,
Well, at all. And me and Kida Rock, I tell niggas, and you know this, Reg, it was a Wack and Kida Rock before anything.
Yeah.
Kida Rock told you, Reg, bring that nigga.
Keep him around. We need to keep him around.
Yeah, that was my guy, right? And then I was the voice of reason, not because Rock was scared. It was just the respect. Me and Rock had been in a couple battles, one in particular to where I saved him, not because he needed saving. He got Nate Dogg with left hand, beating him with the right, and the other nigga broke a Corona bottle, was finna slice his neck, and I knocked the nigga out. Rock look up, watch me knock him. So me and Rock shoulder to shoulder, squabbling until Reggie kind of like parted the ways for it. Reggie, niggas say what they want. Nigga, when that shit got a little too thick, nigga Reggie whipped out, backed everything up. This is a fact.
Yeah.
We was squabbling like them niggas was coming from.
Hey, our boys still don't like me to this day from Long Beach.
Yeah. And then that's what I give my man Big Fave his props, because Fave was over there knocking niggas out. I seen that talk. Fave was putting in his work, and it's crazy how these days we can see each other and have respect for each other because we've been through some things. But I remember when that thing happened, when the front of the death row got shot, and Suge kept saying it was Key to Rock, Key to Rock, Key to Rock. Rock got mad. We was at, I believe that was Club Sugar or whatever that was. And they told me they like rocked them outside. They got the corners locked down. Suge looked at me. I said, let me go out there first. I went out there. I saw Rock. I knew wherever I saw Rock.
You know what, between me and you?
Rock ran that triangle shit.
You know Rock.
Boom, boom, boom. Right? So what I did, I walked across the street straight to him. Only way to avoid it, because wherever he's at, it's a triangle. Yo, when you come out, they're already on the side of you, and they're on both corners. So I say, Rock. He said, Wack. I said, listen, I know I've been hearing what he's been saying. Let me holler at him. He with me tonight, Rock. He with me. Let me get out of here. If he do it again, I'm out the way. He said, no, Wack, he do it again, it's on you. You know how Rocky is, right? Yeah. He said, I'm gonna get, he hit that whistle, 600. Man, them little niggas come out from everywhere. Them niggas was everywhere, right? So I got him out of there.
Those 60s be out there in no clubs.
No, that's a fact. So, but I'm still in my head, it's like, everybody for 4 years would say, Wack, Big you don't fuck with you. And my battle was, it ain't that he don't fuck with me, I start fucking with him. I'm the plug, he ain't the plug. Oh, nigga, so Big you got the popularity vote, the streets cool. So now when he get wrapped up, now it's like, well, Wack, why you ain't wrapped up with him? Well, for 4 years, y'all been screaming he don't fuck with me. So why would I be called, why would he be telling somebody he don't fuck with?
And they only went back to 2021.
Yeah, I ain't even think about that.
Yeah, like,
and they only went back to 2021. They didn't go back to 2008. They didn't go back to 2007, 2009 shit.
Back to 2021.
They just went back to 2021.
2021. And I'm still a little loose. I think he going back up for a bail hearing.
Oh yeah?
He ain't gonna get no bail. His wife just killed that last night, bro. She just killed that.
Yeah.
Why you say she just killed that, Ghost? Why you say that?
Right. She just made him a flight risk, bro. On that last podcast she did, she said when her and Luce found out that Luce was wanted, she said they figured out that Luce's picture was up there saying he was in custody. She said Luce wasn't in custody. She said what they did was they immediately went and got a hotel. They left and went and got a hotel, basically to duck off in.
Yeah,
she said this. You have this word detail. Go ahead.
We hopped in the car and we was on our way to turn himself in.
Hold on, Cash. Let me send it to you.
That's what she's supposed to say.
I don't know what the hell she was thinking, bro.
You got that verbatim, bro. What the fuck?
Trying to keep that nigga in there.
Yeah, she's trying to keep him in there because basically, she already seen what happened with Big U. His main reason for denying bail, his lawyer only had one thing to stand on, and that was that he turned himself in. The U.S. attorney debunked that and said, no, he fled and left his phones. So she already seen that. So for her coming out and exposing, if they knew that he was on the run and if they're going to leave and fled and get a hotel, that's like, well, shit.
The only leg they got to stand on, you killing that.
That's aiding and abetting as well.
You just knocked that off. It's done deal. Over.
So she don't want dude to get out, bro.
Nah, she trying to keep having fun with that trainer, Mandingo Longwood.
Hey, Ghost, I seen that video. Go talk about that, bro. What's going on?
That trainer Mandingo Longwood that Sharice be training with. You ain't heard about him? He from Vegas.
That's his stage name?
Yeah, Mandingo Longwood.
Oh shit.
All right, yeah. Ghost got a whole play. What's up, bro? Tap us in.
Man, we just talking about it, man. You know what I'm saying? We expose us, man. We expose everything.
Everything, everybody, any and everybody.
You know what I mean?
You
But
also
I'm
clear
gonna keep
people
it
too,
real. I
though.
don't think she understand. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't think she get it, bro.
Oh no, she get it. She get it. She just thinks she a gangster. See, all them lies her husband been over there telling her, she believe that. So she
Ain't
believes
nobody that gangster, bro.
she believes she laying up with a real stunt down
Ain't
gangster.
nobody. Ain't
But Loose
nobody
Cannon
that
ain't never
hard.
did nothing gangster to nobody gangster, bro.
Ain't
That
nobody. It
nigga
don't
pick,
even matter.
that nigga pick on
Ain't,
civilians, bro.
ain't nobody that hard, bro.
No,
Chill
listen,
out.
I'm gonna give her a little bit of credit. I don't think she that dumb. I think she's halfway dumb, a little smart, right? I think that she's smart enough to realize she can keep that nigga in jail. Because if she was a dummy, she'll listen to whatever he say. But she's doing her own thing. I don't think he wanted her to go expose that, because that's
Right,
putting him farther and farther in the hole. So I
right.
She
think
said it
she's a
twice,
little
6.
smarter than she seems and what she look. She don't look and seem smart, but she got a little
Si-
bit. Like I said, when you be with somebody that long, and I'd have been on the phone with him a few times. And she done get out something just like disrespecting, bust him out. I said, okay, so I see
Oh,
who really,
she'll go off course. You done seen her
yeah,
go off course
I see
before.
who really wearing the pants in this relationship. So I said, okay, so she ain't that dumb. I seen that
All right.
mom.
Well, you just shed some new light on the 600. You feel me? Maybe I don't know.
No, she said it before. We just never said nothing about it because we kept it quiet.
Yeah,
Um,
It's her second time saying that they was on the run.
yeah, nigga. So she ain't
But
that
even more
dumb.
than that, just with 600, is saying it's her going off the you
Cash
heard
rules,
burden
check your
path anyway,
DM.
doing what she want, going rogue. I thought she was
Yeah,
following
she
orders.
Wack, you heard her feelings, man, saying you don't want to be the Godfather now. You heard their feelings saying
Nah,
that,
I'm cool. Hey,
man.
bro, listen, bro. Hey, listen. I don't. I'm gonna be real. Me and 600 dealt with a lot
A
because
lot,
I
bro.
honestly went into that situation trying to help show how to do things, build some business. 600 went through a lot. At the end of it, he called himself kind of turning on me like some fake narrative shit. And then I've been watching his significant other go at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You went on a platform that I opened the door for and said, I'm Loose Cannon's mistress. So you called me a bitch. This
Yeah.
is what you didn't say. If she'd have said, them niggas be on the phone arguing like two girls, I probably would have said nothing because she put it on both of us.
Yeah.
But when
Oh,
you say,
but she just put it on you. It made it like you here.
she
I
say
got you. I got you.
I'm the mistress.
I think she messed with me on the words. I think she
Nah,
was saying it out of a jealousy.
It's a
Like
violation.
those,
I mean, but even after
like
that,
y'all two were so
even
bro,
after
cool.
It's a
that, it was like,
violation,
oh
Reggie.
yeah.
and then she says, I gotta send her 10,000, like she's waiting for me to do something.
Well, yeah.
I believe I'm the first nigga put money on his books.
And
On
them
top of
diapers
that,
never landed either. They,
yeah, because I never sent them. I'm gonna tell you why I never sent them.
People say a lot of
Go
stuff when they
ahead.
hurt though, Wack.
Go
People
ahead.
say a
I
lot.
don't give a fuck
You
about
don't
that.
Only
care.
certain people
You
can
don't
hurt
care.
people.
I don't
He the
care.
type of nigga
Only
that
certain
stand
people can hurt
stand up
people.
what
Wait,
you
hold
say.
on, hold on.
Like
Reggie.
Ghost can say anything
Reggie.
about me. Smokey can say something, but Wack, you say even 600 can say something about me. But you say something about me that hurts me different.
But Reggie, here
Then
goes the thing. What did I say about her? I've been quiet.
Right to it.
yeah,
At some point, right? At some point, I'm going to say something back. Now here go the thing with me. I'm hot or I'm cold.
yeah, that's true.
So I've been sitting back watching all the fugazi shit. I ain't saying nothing. I call in. You just got a nice check.
Yeah.
Like, like they want to talk about it. We can talk about it because of my team, my people. Right? Ain't too many people working off a nigga word without a retainer, Reggie. You know that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, trust me, I'm getting burnt right now with bomb first behind a handshake.
Right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is why she would go on there and insinuate I ain't contributed or did nothing. Well, I saw months ago, day one, you was promoting another brand of diaper. I never called Luce and said, hey, Luce, you know I got a diaper company. Why y'all doing that? I felt that's your baby.
You making some money.
Do what you want to do, right? And because you was promoting that brand, I'm not stupid. If you start promoting a brand, it's one thing putting a diaper on your baby and that's it. But if you're promoting a brand, that's telling me you can't promote another brand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
This is my common sense. And so because I'm not going to overstep my boundaries and say, hey, bro, y'all should be pushing my line of diapers.
At that point, you're short stopping.
Yeah, this her first child.
Well, it could be a play too. I went to these. I went to these now because these are better, you know.
Yeah,
but that wasn't the play because you wasn't in on it. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm not finna go over there and be like, hey, bro, tell your wife who just had her first child, this is what she got to do. I'm not gonna do that. Now, if you call me and tell me, hey, bro, send me some, then cool. But as much as she was promoting the other brand, I figured she locked into something. And for me to apply that type of pressure, it may be
that make it strange.
Yeah.
Causing her to breach her other thing.
Yeah.
Make it
I
strange.
just didn't say nothing.
You already got a situation going on. You already got something going on.
Yeah.
And you hear more things than I do, and so you know it. And I just take it as I heard hurt and not pissed off. I heard hurt when I heard the last conversation that I heard. I'll be honest.
But see, one thing you knew, Reg, you know me. You were sitting back saying, Wack, please don't.
Yeah.
Please, because see, it's
I asked you to tell her to get off the internet.
I did. She wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to tell you why.
Everybody got a breaking point.
Loose cannon is loose cannon, right? He's capable of protecting himself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Regardless of what they want to say about Big U, what they want to say about Munchie B, what they want to say about certain people. These individuals are street dudes.
Yeah.
And your protector is incarcerated.
Yeah.
And you're not that type of female to deal with them type of people.
Correct.
Right? Why are you disrespecting these people?
Yeah.
You never did, you know what I'm saying? You didn't do it. You're like, because you never know, Reg, when somebody's going to put the thought and time into pursuing something.
Yeah.
You over there with a newborn, why? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And it got so out of hand, she started going in on me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe she think it's the game.
She got the same addiction Luce got. Attention, bro. That's all it is. She done got in front of this camera and now she feel like she's getting a little attention, bro, and she don't know what to do, bro. She just doing whatever.
No, I hear you though, Ghost. But the one thing I strongly but more than anything else I don't agree with is just jumping in the nigga business. You feel me?
I didn't like that one much.
At all, bro.
Especially him on the phone.
More
Bruce
than
was on the phone.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Because now you open the gates for a lot of shit to happen. For you to get packed out.
It's confusing to me because the first time Luce called a couple weeks back, Munchie B was there when they was in the bathroom. They talked.
They did. For sure talked. For sure.
They talked. It was cool. Now this time, it's some other shit. And Munchie B, he asked some legitimate questions.
He did. And he kept asking her, kept asking her to be cool. I don't want to go at you.
He kept asking her to be cool. I don't like
it.
I'm talking to your man.
He did.
Like he was supposed to. Like he was supposed to.
So, you know, I don't know, bro. It's funny to me how I seen a clip today where they put 50 Cent says Wack 100 is this. And the whole time you got to do narrating. You got 50 Cent doing the interview somewhere else, but you don't hear his voice. So they narrating as if these are the things 50 Cent is saying, right?
About you, yeah.
Yeah, but 50 ain't said it. He ain't, bitch, you can't even hear his voice, right?
Another whole conversation. I got you.
Yo, but it's some people in this world that'll say, you heard what 50 said about Wack?
For sure.
Yeah.
Run with it. Drop a video on it.
So, okay, if Luce was to get released, how would the world see that?
All right. Also, though, look, if the jurors ain't been picked yet, and you got a presence on the internet, you can't be out doing all this on the internet because now you transforming influence and shit like that. We can't have that. That don't make sense.
That would be one of his conditions.
That don't make sense.
That would be a condition, though. I don't think he.
Let me answer your question. It's just one robbery case, right? And he's not brought in on the RICO part, is he?
No, he's on the RICO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought he was just on the robbery. Oh, it's Brick that's on the one. It's just Brick that's on the one.
He got two domestic violence.
Brick has a separate
and he got two domestic violence charges against women.
Yeah, well, they did. That's state court. That's state court.
I'm still scratching my head about him being on the RICO because he's in one situation, but I think they're making it stick because the one situation is against the victim one who was getting extorted by the enterprise.
RICO is just an ongoing thing. So since they're going from 2021 to 2025, any crimes you did with anybody from 2021 to 2025, you can be brought in on the RICO.
Oh,
so that's what we got to understand about RICO.
All right, Reggie, I got a question, bro.
Okay.
Why was Brick brought in with this RICO if he wasn't on this indictment? Why was he brought in with him?
RICO.
He's not on the RICO. Then why was he arrested in that sweep?
Because it was a whole operation.
19 people arrested. 12 of them got nothing to do with the RICO group.
Because it's that unit. They were investigating. That task force was investigating those particular things, and they just want to wrap it up. They made their arrest. That's why they let some things stand out there that they didn't go deal with and be like, all right, we'll deal with this later. But they knew that they were going to bring in all those people. I'm surprised. I would have thought it would have been more, to be honest.
Okay, I thought it was a PR stunt or something. You feel me?
That's gonna be more.
And it could be because of that conversation on No Jumper the day before, like some people think. That they made them go by way of complaint and not by way of indictment. Because y'all notice they were
about when they say they spotted a gun on Brick.
When they spotted the gun, correct?
Yeah.
I think that should have escalated.
The complaint is just to get them locked up, though. That's what the complaint is to get them locked up.
But I'm saying, why go so quick? Why not move? Why not wait?
That expedited everything. That complaint made it right now.
Correct.
It was already going, but that complaint, like, oh, we got to do this right now.
We got to do it right for whatever reason. Now, I don't think they could have got that much resource because that aired 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock that night. So I don't think they could have got a team together. 600 and his crew was riding around at 5 that morning? 7 that morning. So.
Well, they let 2 people go on the run, though. Big E was on the run, and allegedly a boy was on the run.
But that's a lot of resources.
He was on a swift
That's a lot of resources they got together in 10 or 12 hours.
I was by myself when I got that call.
We can't say Big U was on the run because he just left his house at midnight.
Yeah.
No, wait.
He just got there a little late.
The subpoena on the table with the Seattle Mariners hat. That was a message.
Oh, in the courtroom, they didn't say that, Wack. They said he fled.
He cut both his phones off. Cut both the phones off.
They said his phones were only off. They tracked both his phones. There was
only how did he get his up?
At the same time, twice, ever in 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you can't say somebody fled and he hadn't had no charges.
That's what I'm saying. That's
what they saying.
Yeah, the feds gonna say that. They gonna paint that picture. That's what they gonna say.
But he didn't have he didn't know he was supposed to go. He didn't know they was coming. Oh, so we say. I mean, I don't know if he knew or not, but
I don't know.
It wasn't like how they caught the people that hadn't been arrested that morning, and they looking at their picture. That's different.
Yeah, their situation works. Luce, his situation works. Big, you can say, nigga, how I know I'm on the run? I ain't
right. Yeah.
Now, Luce, by her going on there saying that when we seen that he was a fugitive and them leaving trying to get a hotel room.
Now you making it. I was aware that I was a
Did you get that?
fugitive. I'm aware I'm a fugitive, and now I'm, you feel me, making a
He's
decision.
just stacking the
Cash
deck
Rules,
on
you
him.
get that?
Now I got it, but it didn't come up as a link. It came up just regular.
It didn't come up as a video?
Nah, it just came up like the straight, the random letters and shit. It didn't come up as a blue link.
Hold on. You got my number, right? Text me right now. I'm gonna send you my number, your DM. Text me, and I send it like that.
Hey,
All right.
simple question. If Big U doesn't know he's on the run, then how does he know to turn himself in, man?
Good
Because it's on the
question.
camps on everywhere.
Yeah, it was everywhere by then. It was all
Everybody
over
knows.
the internet.
He don't got his phones. Remember, his phones are gone.
No, he had a phone. He had a phone that he
Phones are
logged
turned
in.
off,
He had a
Six.
phone?
No, he
Phones
went
are turned off,
on
Six.
Instagram. He got on Instagram Live off his Crenshaw High School Instagram.
Bro,
They had a phone.
everybody know what was going on, bro. I got 1 million views that day. That wasn't.
Well, you can talk to
That's
people
how
on
Big
Ring.
Brother knew
He might have been
somebody's
talking to him on the Ring. They might have talked to him on their Ring. So they'll start talking to you. They'll talk to you on your cameras at home, at your house.
Asking the questions.
Yeah, his daddy was there.
I got you.
His daddy was
That's a
there
good
when I
question,
made the
though.
house. I didn't get the news till 7. They already hit him an hour before that.
Yeah. I was just joking. You know, I was just joking when I said that.
I had your number. I'm tripping. I text you.
Don't forget, he's got the subpoena from Developing Options on his table, though. He's got the subpoena there.
Huh?
That's what he left.
Well, that was a search
Now,
warrant.
what you just say, Prince?
He's got the subpoena. He left the subpoena that he was served on Developing Options to produce all the records on the table on his house when he left.
Wack, for some reason, this shit coming up as a file from your library. It ain't coming up as no video.
But a subpoena don't mean that you want it.
For his records, though.
That don't mean you want it.
What does subpoena mean then?
This,
You
you
right.
need to turn it over.
Well, all
That
I'm
we
saying is
requested
this.
something from you.
While we was in court, and
Okay.
they said that he fled already, him or his lawyer did not say, "I didn't flee nowhere." They never denied that they didn't flee.
That's interesting.
Just think the difference between a warrant and a subpoena. Just don't get those two mixed up, dog.
And whether he fled or not,
That's
whether he fled or not,
right.
I would have told my lawyer, I didn't know I was on the run. I ain't fleed nothing. But when that Butler district attorney
Pull up
this
Smokey
attorney said
Show
that they
on
are-
me.
when they said he fled, they never denied it.
Well, that's interesting because now you're calling your lawyer to negotiate you turning yourself in and surrendering, right? So,
No, he said that he consulted a lawyer
right.
why all the news was up to go turn himself in. I'm saying that when they said that he fled, his phones would be off. He never denied it in court. Said, "No, I didn't flee nowhere." He never said that. His lawyer never said that.
Well, he got a bad lawyer. You know what I'm saying? He got a horrible lawyer. Horrible.
Oh, he's
lawyer.
dump truck, bro.
Yeah.
They let OJ go. They let him get a bill, right? Didn't the OJ get a bill? Did he ever get a bill?
He could have said he was going
I
hiking
think
or
OJ
something.
sat in jail for that trial, bro.
Oh, he did. He didn't get a bill. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think OJ got no bill.
Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, let me ask you this, Reg.
That wasn't fair. It wasn't a federal charge, though, was it?
Nah,
wasn't
That's
there.
correct. That's correct. It's
Look at
harder federal to
everybody-
get bailed out.
Yo,
Look
Wack,
at
check your
everybody
text.
on
I
this
see
case,
6 minutes
right,
from Malley
Reggie?
Mall.
If you look at everybody on this case, Reggie, in your opinion, judging off the people on this case characteristics, who do you think is most likely to cooperate?
Oh, all of those Mexican people, the people that's all the financial people and all of that. It was obvious to me. Brick, Luthen already told it everything on video of his involvement. Who's left?
Yeah, before you
Everybody. I think Wack Boy, and that's why I'm kind of on him about still communicating with Malley Mall, because that's gonna be the biggest witness.
Who, Malley?
Yeah.
See,
Nah,
that's the
Malley
thing.
can't be the biggest witness. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Malley can't be the biggest witness because Malley wasn't there for nothing to happen.
But it all happened at his house, the moving of the DVR.
Yeah, but Malley wasn't there. Malley
He
wasn't
can't
there.
confirm or deny none of that though.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Only thing he can say is that is my security, and my security did tell me he was in an altercation where he pulled a gun on him because we wasn't expecting him. So Malley told me straight up. He told him we wasn't expecting him, and it was like So, does anybody could just pop up to your studio? He said no. They asked him, well, why could he do it? He said, well, that's a guy you don't tell no to. So, but I wasn't.
All of that stuff right there is big witness. That's those big statements, Wack.
What you mean?
Huh?
I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? Saying that this is not a guy you tell no to and all of that. You saying that on a witness stand? Those are big statements.
Yeah, I agree with Reggie. Those is some big statements, especially when you're dealing with a case where he's charged with all these extortions.
But it's the thing though, Mars is square. He ain't no game banger.
Yeah,
correct. And that's why that's why I try to tell people about civilian or gangster.
The extortion ain't happening yet.
Yeah.
Malley don't know all that shit going on, and I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. Hey, bro, you brought some bullshit to this nigga house.
He did.
6'0". This nigga ain't no street nigga, no gangster nigga. He already stopped fucking with you a year ago.
That was dumb.
So you want Malley to go in there, watch this, on federal parole, and start making up lies for you, so he go back to the pen for nothing.
I think the street code say shut up, right?
No. Let's get that straight right now.
I said the street code say shut up. I ain't say civilian. I ain't say civilian.
I said Wack. Hey, pick me up. My car broke down. Take me to the gas station. If I leave my gun in his car, Wack has all right to say, nigga, that ain't my gun. Nigga, that's his gun. Let me tell you why.
Well, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna say that ain't my gun.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Now listen, and I'm glad you saying that, 600, because kids, this is the reason why we tell you, don't get involved in the streets. Shit that makes sense
Don't make no sense.
don't make no sense.
And I'm telling a real story, real life situation. Two of my homies. I ain't gonna say their names. They was in a car. One of them had a gun. The other one didn't. They get pulled over. One of them leaves the gun and don't even tell the other person.
That's foul.
The driver get charged with it. And he tell him whose gun it is.
Are they street niggas? Are they both street niggas?
Yes, mind
Oh,
you.
That's telling. I'm gonna keep it real, 600. I'm gonna keep it real. You gotta eat that. You gotta eat that for your nigga. You gotta shut up. It don't make no sense, but on the street code, you gotta eat that.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we both agree, then yeah, you gotta eat that. You can't throw your gun on me, nigga. That ain't my gun, nigga.
Bro, we in the streets.
Nah.
The content is rocking and rolling right now. We're gonna let the content, you feel me? So be sure to keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock, you already know. And to everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Do what you gotta do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there you go. But until next time, Shabari giving them gone. God bless. Peace.